Welcome to Podnutz Daily for June 1st, 2009, episode number 173. Sorry about that. What an overwhelming day at the shop today. We're getting slammed with business, and that's really good, except me and my dad both have been getting so stuck on the machines we've been working on that the new business coming in is overwhelming. It's a good problem to have. I'm happy to have the business. We're going to put in some overtime tomorrow, but for today, it's just a lot to handle. There's little kids screaming outside. If you could hear that, then I have a good microphone, I guess. Not screaming in pain, screaming in play, it sounds like. Let's see what we got here. A lot of tough jobs. Let me just go over some of the tough jobs that are on top of my mind here. I don't know if you guys ever got this. This is one I need help with, actually. Code 39, okay? This has happened on about 3 machines in the last 2 weeks. The network adapters, both Vista and XP, if you go into Device Manager and look under network adapters, they are just all, there's about 8 things under the network adapters, where there's normally either just 1 or 2 if you have a wireless adapter. There's like 8 things. They're all yellowed out. Something's definitely beaten up the network adapter area of Windows right now. And I don't know what it is. I don't know how to fix it. And I don't know what's causing it yet. Well, all I've been able to do at this point is reinstalls. I haven't had 8 hours to sit down on Google. We did Google it a little bit today, but I haven't had a lot of time to sit down and really dig in. So if you guys are experiencing that, let me know. That would be a great help to me. It's in the Device Manager. You have no internet connection. You have no wireless connection. Everything in the network adapter is yellow, has a yellow exclamation mark, and there's about 8 or 9 things in the network adapter section. So it's real messed up. Well, that's one thing. The other thing is we got an X300 ThinkPad in, which is it's a pretty sweet computer. According to the girl, her husband paid like $4,000 for it, which I think is a little much, but I think they're like $2,500, comparable to like a MacBook Pro, but the size of a MacBook Air, which is pretty cool. And it was running XP, and here's something that I ran into today that, for example, if I was on an on-site job, let's just put it this way, it took me a long, long time to figure it out. And I consider this kind of thing training for me. So if I was on an on-site job charging per hour, I'd feel bad charging for what I'm about to say I figured out today. Let's see if anybody in the chat room knows. If you're in Windows XP and you're looking at files, and the file is in a font which is a green color, do you know what that means? I'm willing to bet Door Geek is going to be the first one to guess this, but that's just my instinct. Let's see what everybody in the chat room says. You're looking at files, and the font isn't black. It isn't blue. It's green. Your files are all in green. Kins gets it. Kins says it's encrypted, and he's right. It means that those files are encrypted, and you cannot read them unless you are the user who encrypted them, or unless you have rights to read them. If you are neither, you are screwed. There is no way to decrypt these files. Now, here's the worst part about it. Say the user who created those files, his account gets deleted. You're never going to get those files back. I've done research on the internet, and unless somebody knows of a way, and there are some tools that claim to do it, but all those tools do is search for keys in your operating system that it can use to unlock it. Now, if all those keys are deleted, you are screwed. And that's what I found out today on this machine, but it took me forever. I didn't think with the green. I didn't even notice the green lettering. I'm sitting in there thinking it's permissions, because every time all I tried to do is copy those files to a flash drive. That's all I was trying to do. And you can't. If you try to copy those files to a flash drive, it says access is denied. If you try to open it, it says access is denied. Actually, if you try to copy them to a flash drive, I think it says you just cannot copy, cannot complete operation, something like that. It just doesn't let you do anything with these files. If you try to open them, with no matter what program you're using, it won't let you do it. And that's because they're encrypted. It's built into Windows XP. If you right-click on a file and you go to down the bottom, the attributes or something like that. I think it might be in that section. There's a little checkbox that says encrypt these if and turn on encryption or something like that. Well, if you're the user that created them and you just turn that checkbox off and it says don't use encryption, okay, you're okay. You could read them. But I was a person needed these documents, and she claims they got encrypted by a virus. A virus got on her internet and encrypted them. I would bet that she created them with a user that doesn't exist anymore. But that's just my gut feeling. Sachs, I changed everything, ownership in the security tab, everything. Went into the security tab, went into owner, changed ownership on all sub-containers and all that stuff that I always do. Nothing worked. So that was a pain. Let me just adjust the focus on here on the account. Oh, Christ. There goes the Manycam. All right, forget the focus. Moving on. I don't know if you guys have been getting the virus, however you want to say it. That thing is all over the place. It's nasty, and it's crept onto my dad's flash drive again. We don't know how it got on there exactly. We keep our flash drives locked. Now, here's what I normally do, and I had to scold my father today, gently. He's not watching, so it doesn't matter. Well, not really scold. It was like more of an enlightening. I enlightened him. We use a card reader hooked up to a USB card reader hooked up to USB to do all our antivirus and anti-malware software and to use all that stuff. We put it on there because it has a lock on it. And this was from suggestions from a Podnutz listener, actually. This way, you could make the flash card a read-only drive, have all of your malware bytes, CCleaner, Smith Fraud Fix, whatever you use to get rid of malware, and you can put that in dirty machines, and it won't get infected. Well, that all goes away when you unlock that secure digital card. It becomes writable again. Now, my dad was using that same card for drivers. If he needed drivers for a machine, he would put them onto the flash card and then put that onto the computer that needed the drivers. And what we're going to do now is never unlock your flash drive, your secure digital drive card, which is we have two 1 gigabyte or 2 gigabyte secure digital cards and a USB reader. We always keep them locked unless we are going to update the malware software or the CCleaner, or we're going to update Smith Fraud Fix, or we need another copy of Dial Fix, or we found a new program we want to use and put it on there. It's the only time we're going to unlock it. If we ever need drivers, we use a flash drive. We put all the drivers onto a flash drive that we need. We put them onto a machine, and then when we're done, we format the flash drive. We have to consider that every machine we're putting stuff on is dirty. That's what we have to assume to be safe. We've been screwed a couple times now, and it's getting the